Hi guys, welcome to another pick a card. My name is Johanna. Welcome to Tenacious Soul. We are going to look at messages from your higher self. So we have 4 piles today, and I've pulled one of the oracles that we are going to look at. So we have pile number 1 here with the moon crystal, pile number 2 with the more raw looking crystal. We have pile number 3 with this pink heart. And then we have pile number 4 with this raw amethyst crystal. So take your time to intuitively choose. Again, we're going to look at messages from your higher self. And obviously, take what resonates, leave the rest. It is a general reading. So if you feel called to different piles, then you can check those out as well. Timestamps will be down below. So whenever you are ready, you can pause this if you need to, but I will see you in your reading. Hi pile number 1, welcome. If you chose this pile, you chose this moon crystal. This is going to be your reading for the message from your higher self. So let's get into it. It is general, keep that in mind. We have reconnect with Mother Earth, plant, garden, and harvest. So, some of you could be getting into, working with plants, or maybe you have your own garden. That'll be for a few of you. But I mean, maybe some of you are thinking of getting into that, but I really feel like this has to deal with just even getting out into nature. Some of you, this can also, I'm getting, be eating more kind of like natural foods. So foods from the earth somehow, right? Ones that are like not as processed. And just kind of like, getting back into nature, just grounding yourself, kind of bringing yourself, I'm hearing like get down to reality. So some of you could maybe feel a little bit like caught up in your head, and your higher self is wanting you to kind of like regain almost like a sense of balance for yourself with regards to just like your energy levels. For some of you, this is what's going to help you transform or transition. So if you're looking to have some sense of growth in your life, it's like having to tend to yourself like you are the garden or that you are the plant. And if you want to reap the rewards or sow some sort of reward from like the harvest and be able to kind of like harvest into some form of like expansion in your life, your higher self is saying like you have to look after yourself, you have to ground yourself, you have to eat good foods, all those types of things, whatever it is that you need to incorporate into your life so that you can kind of come out this other side. Because with these butterflies, I'm getting like this sensation, like kind of this feeling like you're transforming or have the ability to transform, but it's going to take some connecting back into self or connecting back into the earth, and those are kind of like one and the same, right? So getting out into nature more, spending more time with you and yourself, but also kind of it's like doing healing work, and you can do that by connecting to the earth, but it feels like it's kind of almost like metaphorical, where it's like more about getting back into your own energy and just like healing, basically. So let's get some tarot and see what it is that your higher self wants to say. What does group 1's higher self want to say to them? We have the Page of Wands. Group 1's higher self. We have the Moon. Yeah, like exploring the depths of something. I feel like there's a sense of like, there's almost like a part of you that maybe needs to revive this spark within yourself. And maybe you've felt a little bit like lost with this Moon card here, but I almost feel like it's asking you to tap back in, right? Like, so if you're unsure of where to go or what's next, it's almost like finding those answers within, especially with the Moon card. This is like your intuition. It's feminine energy, but it's also like getting into the depths, the more shadowy aspects, or the things that are beneath the surface, right? So there's kind of this feeling for you, group one, that your higher self wants you to kind of dive a little deeper into something, ground yourself, but also kind of explore new things, which is kind of like an interesting, it's kind of interesting because it's like, in some ways it's almost like not counterintuitive, but it's like, I feel like you almost have to go within and you're going to find this spark, right? So if you're feeling lost, you're feeling unsure, or you're not really sure what's next for you or how things are going to play out for you, it's almost like there's this sense of having to go within, connect back to self, connect back to the earth, ground yourself, ground your energy, so that you're not so much in your head and you can feel more. And that's when you're going to be able to tap into this creative energy with this Page of Wands, or just even this excitement energy, right? So if you're looking for a little bit of passion, excitement, fun even, you're going to be able to explore new things, or even have this like spark of inspiration to move in some sort of direction because you've been able to tap in deeper. Let's see what else is coming out here for you, group one. Group one's higher self. And in some ways, it's almost like your higher self is wanting you to connect more with like you and yourself, right? Like they want you to connect with them. We have the Four of Swords, we have the Emperor, and we have the Empress. Interesting. So, yeah, we have the Ten of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. It almost feels like there's definitely this strong feminine energy here with the Moon and this Empress. I feel like there's maybe something that you're wanting to either transition into, whether this is a love relationship. It definitely could be with Ten of Cups, the Emperor and the Empress, but I feel like some of you are looking for this new person. If that's the case, like there might be a person that you want to talk to, but maybe you're not, or you're just like, it's not moving in that direction yet. Like it feels like you're not in a relationship with this person if this is like a love situation. And it's almost saying by connecting more to yourself and tapping into your own personal power, your own strength, that's when this will start to kind of like unfold for you. So for some of you, this is like you're not feeling noticed. And it's almost like having to believe in self, or having to kind of like believe in your own power. And I feel like the same thing kind of applies even if it's not a relationship. This could be something new with this Page of Wands that you're wanting to start or step into. But there's a sense of healing that has to happen here, and like grounding almost. Kind of like you're in this ice box right now. Like you might feel like you're very stationary or things aren't changing yet. But it's almost like giving you the opportunity to step into your power. So there may be some sort of dream or goal or like an ideal life with this Ten of Cups that you're like looking for. And I feel like it's coming. I feel like you'll be able to reap the rewards, but there's like this transformation or this change, and it feels internal, like connecting to your higher self, connecting into your power, so that you have the strength to go after this thing, Emperor, but also have the ability to receive and know intuitively and within yourself that this is something that you deserve and that you want and that you desire. Like there's a sense of like you might not fully be sure almost like what you're looking for in a way, which is kind of like an interesting, I feel like it's interesting because it's like you're trying to manifest this, you're trying to bring this in, you're trying to harvest something, but you don't even fully know what you're harvesting. I feel like you're still trying to figure part of that out. Or if it's like a person, it's like you don't know who this person is yet. So there's like a sense of you like not even really sure what direction to move in if you were told to move right now. So your higher self is wanting you to basically connect more with yourself. It's like, don't worry about the external, right? This spark, this inspiration, this idea, this like communication, it will come almost like to you in some way. I feel like now is a period of resting and pausing to connect more with yourself. And if you've been doing this, I feel like that's when this opportunity is going to be coming in with this Page of Wands. It's like there's a sense of you starting to initiate a direction. But if you know you haven't really tapped in and gone within and done healing and really looked at the shadow aspects or the deeper aspects of yourself, I feel like this is the opportunity to do that. Another really random specific message, so this is definitely not going to be for all of you, but if you're somebody who's wanting to maybe have a baby or have a child or conceive a child, there's something about you having to like take care of your body or take care of your physical health, or maybe change something with your physical health in order to heal an aspect, which is going to help you. Okay, that'll be for like a very few of you, like maybe one of you. But if you are looking at having a family of some sort, because the page can be the child, and then we have the Emperor, Empress, Mother, Father, and we have this Ten of Cups, which is family. So if you're looking to conceive, it's like there's something that you have to heal, like grounding your energy, eating better foods, maybe something more like natural or holistic or something kind of like in that realm. So looking at that as well. I feel like there's a little bit more here, so I'm going to pull more with the tarot. What else does Group 1's higher self want them to know right now? We have the Star, so yeah, more healing energy. Let's get one more here for Group 1 from their higher self. Some of you, though, this is about like starting something new. Yeah, with the Star and the Chariot. So it's like once you've kind of like healed and gained some sense of clarity and are ready to kind of like rise above, that's when like you're going to be able to move forward. It's like, I feel like there's a sense of like you'll know when the time is right to take action. You'll be called, you'll feel called to take some sort of action. But for right now, I almost feel like with this Four of Swords, you're being asked to pause. The bottom of the deck, we have the Sun. So there's this sense of like something will be illuminated for you to be able to move forward. But I almost feel like for right now, it's about going within for some reason. So maybe you've been feeling a little disconnected. I feel like if you've been feeling disconnected from your path or where life is taking you, I feel like it's because it's your higher self is asking you to get back in tune with yourself and tap back in, whether that's through meditation or pausing, relaxing, taking a break, doing breathing, going out in nature, like whatever that is for you, however you connect. Group 1, that's what's asking you to, that's what you're being asked by your higher self, is to go within, and then that's when you're going to gain this sense of clarity. And possibly, I feel like, again, there's something healing-wise that may need to be done here that then will catapult you forward. You'll be able to reap the harvest after that. It almost feels too like with this Empress energy, she's pregnant here. And so it's like you're kind of like in this gestation period. You're in this like, you're not in this place yet to like give birth to something. Whether that's a relationship, a project, a job, whatever it is, it's like it's still kind of in the building phases is kind of what it feels like. So what's going on? More messages, I guess, from Group 1's higher self. Message from Group 1's higher self. We have adapt. You will get yourself where you want to be. Yeah, it might require, I feel like it requires some sort of change, but I feel like it's a change about like from going within. Yeah, listen, be alert. The soft chiming bells call to nearby fairies. I feel like this is just saying like, tap back into your intuition, your inner guidance system, and that's where you're going to find the answers. One more here for Group 1's higher self. Okay. We have beginnings. Don't be afraid to start small. I had two others flip over here. We have surprises. Venture down the rabbit hole. We also have opportunity. There's no use looking for luck. It arrives at unexpected times. So what you're seeking will come towards you, or it may be a bit of a surprise. You may have a surprise opportunity. It might start out small with that Page of Wands. And I feel like you might also have this, like, all of a sudden an idea. The surprise could be within yourself. Like, all of a sudden you have this idea because you've been going within. You've been able to tap into, like, oh, maybe I should do this. And so it might require some form of a change, or maybe it's just you start out small with something. But I feel like the key is going inward here, okay? And we're gonna get a little bit of guidance here as well. Guidance from Group 1's higher self, please. I'm going to take this one because it flipped over. Actually, I'm going to take both. I'm going to take both of these. So we have the seamless unspeakable and the violet flame. So this illuminated space of no distraction and pure potential is beyond the threshold. It is the centered and present place where all our dreams are birthed. Remember, I mentioned that. From here you can choose where to go. What may be perceived as endless nothingness is the illuminated eternal, the core that all fears may be peeled back to. Step through the darkness and realize it is only a short distance from the white void at the center of creation. Herein lies the feeling you may have been striving to meet, yet subconsciously running from. In graceful surrender, know you are held and drop deeper into existence. So I feel like this is like kind of going into the depths, right? Getting a little deeper, listening, again, getting into potentially for some of you like some shadow work. And something's going to be kind of like birthed here, like something's going to come up to the surface here for you. But there's almost this sense of like having to kind of go deep and really that like strip back all your fears, let go of all your fears, and really step into kind of like almost like your power here. And then we have the violet flame. As we deepen our spiritual path, step out of illusory, I cannot say that word, constructs, and become empowered beings, life presents more opportunities to grow than before. Your sensitivity will be heightening, so it may be harder to spend time in places with certain energies. Do you have a range of accessible go-to practices for recentering, cleansing your aura, and protecting your energy field? A routine for psychic fitness will help keep your aura strong and resilient, your energy sovereign, and your vibration high, and help you see through illusions that block or disorient. Bring the violet flame into your meditation and self-care practices for a graceful rebalance. Yeah, I just feel like this is like, again, more of that like going within. So having spiritual practices or things that you go to that kind of help you ground, I feel like is part of that, will help you kind of maintain this higher vibration, but it also will help you go deep and get into those fears and the things that are blocking and holding you back and being able to clear them. Because I feel like something is going to be illuminated here for you that you're wanting or you will be stepping into, but it's like right now is about doing the work so that you're prepared. So that is what I have for you, Group 1. Hopefully that resonates. Let me know down below. If not, you can check out any of the other piles, but I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye. Hi, Group 2. Welcome. If you chose this pile, you chose this raw crystal. This is going to be your reading for the message from your higher self. So this is general. Take what resonates, obviously. Leave the rest. But let's see where we go for you, Group 2. We have focus on children, pregnancy, birth, and adoption. So obviously for some of you, this is a very specific message. So I feel like it's more metaphorical than it is for sure. So you may be trying to birth something new, like create life into something, build life into something. So I almost feel like you're being asked to like focus on what you're trying to create. I feel like is kind of like what the message is here from your higher self. Now, for some of you, you could be potentially trying to give birth or become pregnant, or maybe looking at adopting, or maybe you work with children. It could be that as well, where it's like there needs to be a focus on what it is that you do. So yeah, there's something here for you, Group 2, around focusing on what you're trying to create, creating life, but also kind of this energy of like growing or teaching and supporting people, or just like some form of situation. So kind of even too this energy of like guiding people or showing people some form of a way or direction here, helping people like they're a child or like they don't know, right? So you could be helping people in an area that they may not know a lot about, okay? So obviously take what aspect of that resonates with you. But let's see what's going on here for you, Group 2. What does Group 2's higher self want them to know? We have the devil energy coming out here. We have the magician. Some of you are here to help people in some way, your higher self is saying. We have the King of Wands. Message from Group 2's higher self. High Priestess. And the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. So 4 of 5 are majors here. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hanged Man. 5 of 6 are majors here. So some of you are here to... There's something about you like helping people shift in some way, like teaching people, guiding people, like helping them step back into their power, like where people feel stuck. I'm noticing like the Hanged Man is caught up in this this net, and then the devil here is caught up in this cage. So it's like there's this sense of like being trapped or feeling stuck. And I feel like this could be for some of you, like there's either people or a specific person. Like for some of you, this is like a career path. Others of you, this is like a person that you know. Your higher self is basically it's like saying to me that it's like possibly with this devil and this King of Wands, like helping people with addiction or desires, like things that they feel kind of bound or stuck by that they just can't stop from participating in. So that could be a health situation, right? Like, you know, eating too much, not eating enough. It could be like drugs, it could be alcohol, it could be thoughts, it could be so many different things, right? But there's kind of this like people are stuck in certain patterns, and I almost feel like you're here to help them show them their power and where they can make changes and where their strength lies. So some of you could be creating like a business out of this, or there's like a sense of like you stepping into this from like a healing profession. This is like, again, very specific. If it's not that, I do just feel like you're here to help people change. If it's not other people, this is you. Like tending to yourself, helping yourself get out of these karmic kind of like toxic situations and challenges. So it's either like, I feel like it's a sense of like you treating yourself like you're the child, like focusing on your inner child for some of you to help yourself rebirth into this new version of yourself that you feel powerful, you feel strong, you're able to shift the dial is what I'm hearing. Shift a perspective possibly with this Hanged Man. Like it almost feels like with this King of Wands, the devil, it's like this ego, this aspect of ego that's keeping either you or someone stuck. And there's this sense of shifting that. So again, whether this is like a profession that you're in, helping someone shift that, or this is like you helping yourself, going within with this High Priestess and like really shifting and focusing on your inner world, your inner blocks, your karma of this life from like an internal personal perspective. And maybe for some of you, you have gone through this on your own and that's why you're in that profession, right? That could be it too. Like a lot of us, you know, go into professions that we especially from a healing perspective, we go into professions that we feel connected to because it's something that we've experienced. We have a personal experience with it. Not all the time, but most times, right? You know, it's like usually you can help people with things that you've healed from, right? So take this as how it resonates, because parts of it might be pretty specific, but I feel like there's a sense of you shifting a narrative almost and helping. I almost feel like this birth is saying like helping someone or yourself rebirth, like going through a rebirth here, coming out the other side as like a totally different person. Not that you've changed, but that you've healed, that you've gone through this like cycle here is what it feels like, especially with that Wheel of Fortune. Some of you have felt really stuck, and so your higher self is wanting you to move out of this, like focus on what you need, what your internal self needs, so you can shift out of this and step into your power. Because it almost feels like something's been taking your power from you. And again, it could just be some sort of pattern. It feels like more of a pattern that you've been a part of or involved in. What else does Group 2's higher self want to say to them? Group 2's higher self. I feel like with this Magician and the Wheel of Fortune, it's like you have the ability to make some big changes here, and the High Priestess. Like this is a big deal. With all these majors, we have another one with the Emperor. I feel like your higher self wants you to take control. Or again, you're helping other people take control of the situation. Yeah, see, Three of Swords, like healing work. There's a sense of like being reborn, healing. We have this Ace of Swords at the bottom. So like helping either yourself or people find the truth, right, of the situation, truth of their life. Again, there's like this clarity, this like being reborn, taking control of the situation, their life and destiny, right? Like really grabbing life and taking it and running with it. And I feel like there'll be this sense of clarity here with this Ace of Swords that's like saying like, this is the way. So some of you may have felt like you've like lost your direction, or you felt like things have become a little restricted, or like feeling like you've maybe lost some of your power, but it's like your higher self is asking you to focus on what you need. Treat yourself like you are a child, and I mean that from a compassionate place, like, you know, tend to yourself like you are a child, and it's like, what do you need at this moment in time? So that you can recharge, you can heal, and you can really step boldly into your power. Because I feel like there's like a brand new you that's meant to show up here. This is going from a very powerless state into a very powerful state. And for some of you, this could be people, right? Like letting other people run the show, or being in toxic relationships or toxic situations that always stole your power, people who drained your energy. And I feel like that's no longer, that's something that it's like it's needing to shift, maybe needing to pull yourself back with this High Priestess, so that you can step again into your power and not be held back by these people or situations that were not serving you or are not serving you. So your higher self is basically wanting you to take control back of your life, of the situation. And again, if some of you have done this, it's almost like maybe like stepping into like helping people do this. So if you've been thinking about that, I feel like your higher self is saying like, yes, go with that. I feel like, because for some of you, I feel like it's like a new idea that you have to step into something like this to help like be a leader with the Emperor here. Like you might be guiding or leading people on how to make these changes for themselves. So I feel like there's kind of like two groups of people. Some of you are needing to help yourself, and then others of you have already helped yourself, and this is about helping other people. Let's see if there's anything else here from your higher self. Group 2. Group 2's higher self, please. Messages from Group 2's higher self. We have generosity, sow seeds of kindness. Yeah, I feel like that's this nurturing type of energy here. We have present, journey into the garden to escape the two eternities, the past and the future. Yeah, it's like maybe needing to be more present with yourself, but I also feel like this is like you tapping into like what you need in this moment. What do you need right now to help yourself heal or to help yourself move through this energy, to overcome this? Being kind to yourself, being compassionate. And again, it's like tending to yourself in this moment. Say like, what do you need right now? How can I help myself? How can I help my inner self, right? Message from group 2's higher self. We have courage. When picking roses, don't fear the thorns. One more here from group 2's higher self. We have wallflower. Look for the crack in the concrete to find your way out. Yeah, I feel like you have to kind of like be bold here, especially with this Emperor energy. And it's like really being brave and courageous to face these things that are keeping you stuck, whether it's people, situations, your own habits, patterns. Again, asking yourself what you need and then having the courage to go after those things. And you might have to be a little strategic. I'm almost getting with this wallflower, like be a little strategic and do something maybe a little bit differently to get you into a different space, because it almost feels like what you've been doing up to this point like hasn't been working. And I think you're very much aware of that. This is not like news to you, but it's like finding the way out, right? So that you can be reborn. You can have this fresh new start, right? And start dreaming again about what you want for yourself. Bottom of the deck, we have rest, slow down. You don't have to solve everything today. So again, I just feel like that's reiterating that, like being kind to yourself. And we're going to get some advice here from your higher self. Advice from group 2's higher self, please. We have healing. So it says the Lemurians were healers, naturally intuitive and accustomed to navigating energetic-based realities. We all have natural healing abilities that are advanced when we deepen our energetic awareness. When we perceive the world beyond the more well-known senses, we start to receive information and wisdom different from that which stems from intellect. By tapping into life force consciousness and using this abounding energy alongside focused intention, we realize that anything is possible. Extend the margins of your awareness. Revisit a situation from a broader perspective or higher vibration with a focus on healing. Perhaps the issue is simply an outdated or limiting perception placement. You have the ability to align to a fresh new timeline inspired by wholeness. Yeah, this reminds me of like that Hanged Man energy. And I feel like this Ace of Swords is like that new mindset, right? That new, fresh perspective, freeing yourself from what's been holding you back. And again, some of you are stepping into the role of being the healer for other people because you've already gone through this. Okay, so your higher self is really wanting you to step into this healed version of yourself, but shifting your perspective and like cutting yourself free from what's been maybe holding you back. So that you can boldly step into this version of yourself and take control of like your destiny, basically. So that is what I have for you, group 2. Hopefully that resonates. Let me know down below. If not, you can check out any of the other piles or a different reading. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome. If you chose this pile, you chose this heart crystal. This is going to be your reading from your higher self. I keep wanting to say future self, so either one, regardless, it's yourself. But let's see what's going on for you, group 3. These are general, so take what resonates, obviously leave the rest. So we have connect with animals, animal spirit guides, healing, and past pets. So some of you could obviously be someone who is quite connected to animals. I also feel like some of you could actually work with animals. That's going to be obviously for a very specific group of you. But I feel like some of you could also be seeing animals right now. So like maybe you're seeing, I don't know, a lot of birds, or a lot of like a very specific type of animal that you may attribute to something, or maybe you're starting to attribute to something because you're seeing it so often. So some of you, that's like almost how you like spirit, the universe is like kind of like communicating with you right now, is potentially through animals. And it could be indicating some form of healing here. I almost feel like there's a sense of comfort that your higher self is wanting you to experience right now. But let's see what the tarot has for you, group 3. Messages from group 3's higher self, please. Message from group 3's higher self. We have the moon and we have the 8 of wands. Okay. So definitely some sort of like deep reflection here with the moon. I feel like, I almost feel like your higher self is saying like pay attention to the signs around you, synchronicities around you, the messages, 8 of wands, that are coming towards you. It's like, it's almost like your higher self is saying like either that they're trying to communicate with you, or like your guides, the universe is trying to communicate with you through potentially animals for some of you. And this could even be like, I don't know, your own animal, but for some of you, this is like seeing animals out in the world, right? Like as you're kind of, and it could also be like maybe you have a very specific animal totem that you feel connected to, or at this time you feel really drawn to learn about a certain type of animal, or to see what the meaning and the significance is around it. But I do feel like there's messages, moon and 8 of wands, like messages, spiritual messages, or just messages from your spiritual team that are trying to come forward here, that your higher self is wanting you to become aware of for some reason. It's like they're trying to get your attention. Yeah, I was going to say with this 8 of wands, it's almost like maybe they're showing you how to move forward in something, or what action to take. And we have the Chariot that's come out here. So it's like there's something about how you're moving forward, or how to move forward, that like your guides are wanting you to, and your higher self is wanting you to become aware of. Maybe one more here for... So we have the 10 of Cups. We also have the Lovers here. Bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, you may have a decision or a choice to make around like how to move forward with this Lover's energy, or like how to align yourself with potentially your 10 of Cups. Like I feel like there's a sense of you definitely healing with this 10 of Cups. It's feeling like emotionally healing, emotionally being able to move forward with this Chariot energy. There may be something that's like communicated to you that like, again, you're having to like physically move forward. And it's like, if you're trying to find the answers for it, of like how to move forward with something, or if you should even, I feel like the cards are very positive for like whatever this is. This is not like it might be a challenging choice with the Chariot here, but I don't feel like it's a negative situation, if that makes any sort of sense. So like there's not necessarily like a negative outcome to it, because it feels like this 10 of Cups is available to you. There's a sense of healing here that is coming in, that's bringing in towards you like this satisfaction I'm almost getting with this 10 of Cups. Abundance as well. Again, I feel like with this Queen of Pentacles, you're very connected to like the earthly world, the animals, right? There's something that is like a message that's trying to come through, or clarity, or like how to overcome an obstacle is going to be through your intuition, right? What you would consider your intuition, or a sign, or a synchronicity, or Again, just kind of this like spiritual message. It feels very like, it just feels very, yeah, like spiritual, I guess. Like it's not so much like someone's going to come in and communicate and tell you what to do, or like someone might offer something to you communication wise, but the actual choosing of how you're going to move forward, I feel like comes from your own instincts. And that could be another thing too with this animal energy, is like you trusting your instincts, right? Trusting where you're led, trusting where you're being guided. Some of you, your spirit guide could be an animal, right? Could be something of like a horse or a deer, or in that kind of like realm of animal, like, you know what I mean? Whatever is kind of maybe even around you, or that you kind of resonate with. I'm hearing elk for some of you as well. So yeah, I just feel like there's something that's coming in here. But it's interesting with this Queen of Pentacles. She has got this pentacle over her head. And it's almost like she's blocking out the crown. You know what I mean? Like she's got a block on the crown. So some of you haven't been paying attention. You've been blocking it out. For some reason, you've been blocking out this from coming through, and your higher self is wanting you to get out in nature, connect to yourself, connect to your guides, and however that is, and be open and receptive with the moon and this Eight of Wands. Be open and receptive to this guidance that's trying to come towards you. So you got a few cards. We have the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Six of Swords. And we have the Knight of Cups. Yeah, I feel like this is kind of about like how to move forward in something. We have the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. It could be a person. Like there could be a person that, if it's a romantic relationship, it's like, again, intuitively, there's a message that's trying to come through for you. But if it's not, it's just like you having full confidence within your masculine and your feminine energies to be able to move forward towards some sort of goal that you have. It feels like you've been working towards something, or you will be working towards something. Again, I feel like it's in alignment with you, with this Lover's energy. But it almost feels like you have to actively move forward towards it. With this Knight of Cups, the Chariot, it's like you have to take that intuitive message, that guidance, Six of Swords, right? Because Six of Swords can be literally a guide, pulling you in a certain direction or showing you a certain direction. And it's like your guides and your higher self are trying to show you a path, but you have to pay attention to it in order, or acknowledge it even, in order for you to be able to step towards it. So if you're not aware of this, this is probably showing you that like you're really blocking it out. And see how her crown seems like a little bit more open. It's got this light, right? So it's almost like being more open, more receptive to this information. If you have an inkling as to what it is that you think you're being guided towards, like trust that, go with that, dive deeper into it, because I feel like there's more messaging for you around this topic or this area of your life that you're thinking it's related to. So yeah, your higher self wants you to pay attention to the signs and everything around you, and also connect more to your intuition, because it's trying to show you something. It's trying to show you a path or a direction to take, something like they're trying to guide you in a certain direction. Could be with regards to your work or a passion, a hobby. Could also be with regards to a relationship for some of you. But there's something that they're trying to show you, and they need you to pay attention more and connect with them more, so that you can get the guidance that they're trying to basically send you. So interesting message for you, group 3. Let's get some final oracles here. I got 2 different decks So group 3, message from their higher self. We have joy. Make time for the little things today. This could be about bringing more joy into your life as well. We have twilight. Surrender to the last hour when the light barely touches the flowers. I'm hearing like twilight zone, so I'm not sure what that necessarily means to you. It might only resonate with some of you. Messages from group 3's higher self. We have move. A rolling stone gathers no moss. And let's get one more here. We have opportunity. There's no use looking for luck. It arrives at unexpected times. And we have radiance. Keep your head held high and follow the sun. Yeah, I feel like it's, again, there's like this sense of you like moving, transitioning, I want to say, with this twilight. It's like you're going where it's like the light is slowly going into like almost like the darkness, but it's like you're going to come out the other side of it kind of thing. You may be heading into the space of like the unknown a little bit. And I feel like there could be a situation that pops up here for you, or again, an opportunity that maybe you just don't see right now, or a direction that you don't see right now that your higher self is trying to have you move into. And it may require a sense of confidence with this Queen of Wands energy and this radiance energy, like following your passion. Queen of Wands, Knight of Cups, like your passion, your creative abilities, your own, just like your own direction, your own path. It feels like something specific to you, specific to what you desire, what your heart wants, not what anybody else's heart wants or what they desire for you, right? So there's something about like your spiritual team, your higher self. I feel like your higher self is coming in to say like, pay attention to your intuition. It's trying to tell you something right now. And let's get a final message, some advice here from group 3's higher self. Group 3's higher self. Final message here from group 3's higher self. We have freedom. And I'll read it to you. This is the back of the card. Freedom says, it says, freedom means living as you choose with your wings and heart open, able to direct your reality as you want. The quest for freedom seems innate. You may picture freedom in its more extreme guises, but when we truly feel free, our lifestyles may not change drastically. Limitation can be a state of mind. The only change might be choosing to live a certain way rather than feeling obligated. A shift of perspective can bring lightness and choice. In the bigger picture, what does freedom look like to you? If you're feeling stifled, it is up to you to make a change. Yeah, again, I feel like it's this direction that your intuition is kind of calling you towards. Some of you are pushing it away. Like that I feel like if you were to really go within, you would know that you're supposed to be moving in a certain path, a certain direction, but it's almost like you're pushing away that intuitive feeling that you're kind of getting. And it could be out of fear, it could be out of like, I don't want to make a change, right? A fearing of like what that change could bring you as well. But your guides and your intuition, like your higher self is really wanting you to tap into your guides in your intuition and get connected again, because it is trying to lead you in a better direction here. Okay, so that is what I have for you, pile number 3. Hopefully that resonates. Let me know down below. If not, you can check out any of the other piles. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye. Hi, group number 4. Welcome. If you chose this pile, you chose this raw amethyst crystal. So it's going to be your reading from your higher self. So take what resonates, obviously, leave the rest. And yeah, let's see what's going out. So we have family connections, respect, people, and kinship. Okay, so right off the bat, this feels like it has to do with people in your life. Your higher self is highlighting, the respect word is really standing out to me. So this could be like highlighting the types of people you connect with, whether they're family or not, doesn't really matter. But it's like the people you connect with and like a level of respect. It's like almost like finding your, I want to say your tribe, or like finding your a group of people who do respect you, friends or family, colleagues, coworkers, all those things, that like people who actually see you for you and your value and respect you and honor you. And there's that like balanced relationship between the two of you. So I'm not sure if you need to find more of this, or if it's highlighting that it's like you're missing this, right? And so maybe you have a lot of people in your life who are not respecting you and your needs and just being a supportive individual. Let's get into the tarot and see what this is specifically kind of saying for you, group 4. We have the Queen of Wands. What message from group 4's higher self, please? Ten of Cups. Yeah, this definitely has to do with people here with this Ten of Cups. There's a sense of like your power and your strength that I almost feel is needing to be like highlighted here in some way. So you could be in relationships. This is about finding the right types of relationships. So take that however it resonates with wherever you're at in your life. Okay, people who let you shine your light, that honor your light. We have the Knight of Cups. Message from group 4's higher self, please. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Ten of Wands. And then we have this Queen of Cups and the Five of Wands. The Fool here at the bottom of the deck. I feel like some of you potentially give a lot. It feels like there could be some inconsistent people in your life, or people who say they're going to be there and then maybe aren't. Or it's interesting, like this Five of Wands, Ten of Wands, the Ten of Cups. It's like you could be in situations that are causing more heaviness than they are freedom. I feel like you're kind of maybe being asked to leave certain groups of people or certain situations in your life. This could be, for some of you, it's like people just take from you a lot. And I think you're being asked to take some of that power back, take some of your energy back, the amount that you give, especially with this Queen of Cups. I'm seeing this as like people taking, right? Taking your cup, because she looks like she's kind of holding it really close to her chest. But I'm also seeing this as you needing to take your power back, like to pull your cup back. I feel like you really want to connect with people. You want that strong, soul tie connection with people, but it almost feels like the current, or at least maybe a specific person, or it feels like people, like it feels like there's a few different people with this Five of Wands. They don't respect, they're not always there. It's like they're there with the good times, but they might not be people who are able to help you through struggling times. So I feel like this is about finding people who you can connect with and share the good and the bad times with, right? The challenges, the struggles with the Ten of Wands, responsibilities, the not so fun stuff, and then also have the good times with this Ten of Cups with, and people who are going to stand by your side no matter what, right? So this is like really highlighting the need for positive connections or just like very supportive connections, because it maybe feels like you either have a specific person or you have some people who aren't providing you this support that you need. It's like, it's almost like they're more focused on themselves with this Knight of Cups. Like, it's just staring into the cup, like what they emotionally need or whatever, right? And like not really considering what you need. Like, it's just for more of what they want versus what you both want. Like, you know, there's not that reciprocation, I feel. And again, they could just be around when things are fun, with this Knight of Wands, like, but it's like they're not necessarily ready to like go to battle for you if you need something, right? And I mean, we all have those types of connections in our lives, right? And we're all on kind of different storylines of like when we let go of those, and some people keep up the facade for a long time that they are supportive people in our life, but then, you know, they're not, right? A lot of you, this is about kind of like breaking free, Death and the Fool card, like breaking free of just the muck, right? It feels like you deserve more. You deserve also like connections that don't make you feel so heavy and weighed down. I'm getting like oil in the water here, which makes it like, it just is like sucking you down and just like making you feel weighed down. Whereas she looks very free, she's clean, obviously, and she's kind of walking into new land here, walking into like a new world. So you could be around people who are very draining as well. And I feel like this family connections card is coming up to say like there are people out there that you can connect with that are respectful, they're kind, they'll be supportive for you, they'll, you know, and you would be able to be that for them too. Like there's that balance, that reciprocation. Like these people in this card look like they're all supporting each other, they're happy, you know, there's life, there's creation, there's passion, right? But it's almost like you're maybe missing that, or there's just not that support that you feel that maybe you need from people in your life. So your higher self is wanting you to really break free of the connections and the people, sorry for my dog, that are weighing you down, right? That are kind of like keeping you stuck. It just feels like it's like an energetic, like weighing you down. You feel restricted. You feel like you can't really break free of it. And so I feel like your higher self is actually just like asking you to break free of it, to kind of like move in a direction where you don't feel so restricted. It's kind of like these people could be like energy drainers. They could be like whatever you call them, energy vampires, or like just people who like you spend time with them and it's like you just realize that like you're constantly giving to this situation and then they don't really give it back, right? And it's interesting because I've noticed in my life, like some people are constantly at the mercy of others, okay? And then there's other people who are like, oh, energy vampires, energy vampires, energy vampires. And then like, they're also an energy vampire. You know, it's like, they don't even realize that they're doing the same thing as they complain about people in their life doing. And so it's really interesting. So there could be kind of like different levels of people like this, like people who think everyone else is an energy vampire and don't even realize their own actions. They're like oblivious to it, right? So you may have a friend who's like that. But it also could just be like you're constantly at the mercy of others and helping others and being very kind and compassionate. But it's like when you need the support, it's like maybe it's not there, or it's a constant battle. It's like you have to fight to get some sort of respect, and it shouldn't be that way, right? It should just be where everybody respects everyone and there's not this like resistance, you know? So let's get another message here from group 4's higher self. We have beginnings. Don't be afraid to start small. I feel like that has to do with this Fool energy. I feel like there's I feel like you don't have to like totally cut people off like cold turkey, but it's like maybe slowly detach yourself, like start slowly. We have move, a rolling stone gathers no moss. Yeah, I almost feel too, it's like if you don't spend too much time with these people, like you can still interact with them obviously if you would like to, but it's like don't get stuck, right? Because I almost feel like some of you get trapped in these relationships, or maybe you spend too much time with these people and then you gather up this moss, you know? So it's almost saying like maybe don't spend at like long periods of time with these people if you can't, you know, not like if you can't cut them out of your life completely, right? Or you don't want to, it's like maybe just limit your time with them. We have radiance, keep your head held high and follow the sun. Yeah, I just feel like, again, it's more of like, don't let this dim your light. Don't let these people dim your light, right? Keep moving forward. Group 4's higher self, please. Group 4's higher self, please. We have patience. Wait for the fruit to ripen. We also have play. Among the grass and wild violets lie undisturbed little secrets to uncover. I feel like you're being asked to kind of explore more of the things that you enjoy, what you want to do. Again, I think that's going to help you maybe find, like some of you could maybe be starting new hobbies or new things that help you meet new people. Okay, and you can like slowly take your time and get to know them, obviously. But I feel like this patience, wait for the fruit to ripen, is almost like you're building your tribe, you're building these new connections. You may have new people or just people you've reconnected with in your life, whether they're friends or whoever, that you're noticing you're on the same page with. And that's showing you and highlighting to other relationships that are not healthy. And so I feel like you're on the right path with this patience. Your higher self is saying you're doing the right things. Just keep moving and don't let these people or these situations kind of hold you back or hold you down. Because I feel like you're in this place where you're about to find like this tribe that you're searching for. You're going to find the supportive people. You're learning the lessons, right? So you're kind of in this space of like things starting to come together for you. So let's get a final message from Group 4's higher self. What's kind of the guidance? Group 4's higher self. Okay, we got 2. We have Realm Bridger and we have Life Force Energy. So let's read Life Force Energy first. It says, revel in the bliss of being alive. This card is packed with luminous life force energy for optimal health and healing. As much as is possible, seek joy and upliftment in everything you do. Consider the foods you eat, the environments you spend in, the people in your life, and what you wear. Increase your awareness of how things come to be in your world and their energetic resonance. You may be inspired to work with healing energies with the land, perhaps to grow vegetables. You are encouraged to joyously make your life a piece of Eden. As a result, you will shine with vitality. So yeah, this feels like kind of what I was talking about with this death and the Fool card, like low vibe, pulling your energy down, like weighing you down versus freeing yourself. It feels like you're kind of freeing yourself. So again, play, do fun things, or do things that you enjoy to do that lift up your life force energy, allow you to, you know, maintain this Queen of Wands energy, is going to be beneficial when it comes to just like bringing more positivity and good energy into your life. And then we have Realm Bridger. As you raise your vibration and explore different states of consciousness, you may experience phenomena you believed only happen in fantasy stories. Through meditation and journeying, we invite a greater awareness of subtle realities. These realms can be amazing places to bring through pioneering ideas and creativity. This card is about bridging the seen and the unseen. Just as water changes from solid to gas to liquid, we can catch the intangible in other forms. Metaphors, codes, or even maths can form the path of the visionary. From the mind and the heart, visions can emerge into matter. Dream outside the box. It's time to create the foundations of our realities in a fresh, new way. So I almost feel too like some of you may be around people that don't believe in you, or you don't feel like they support you. And I feel like you're starting new things. As beginnings will start to come in for you, new things, new energies, new opportunities, things will come in as you maintain this radiance, right? So keep your life force energy high, keep your vibration high, you know, do things that you love to do and be patient, because you are stepping forward, you're moving forward, and some of you are really entering a new world, right? A new realm here that's going to bring better opportunities, different opportunities, and it might be without these people, right? Or it might be without the support of these people because they never supported you, or you've never felt the support from them, right? So you may be detaching from certain people in your life, and your higher self is saying that's okay, right? It just means that you're growing and these people aren't coming with you at this point in time. Sometimes they catch back up with us, right? But sometimes it's just that like their path isn't our path, right? And so sometimes it's just respecting that and just seeing the differences and just moving forward and not letting that weigh you down. Okay, so that is what I have for you, pile number 4. Hopefully that resonates. Let me know down below. If not, you can check out any of the other piles, sorry. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.